So I was doing some thinking about the parameters on taking back an ex. And my thought and belief on that is, if they haven't done too much damage, I firmly believe how you leave a situation will leave room for if you can come back into that situation. So say, for instance, you're at a job and it's time for you to leave, whether you got fired, laid off, whatever the case may be, and you acted an ass, it's going to be hard for you to come back. But if you just, collected yourself and left peacefully, it should be easier for you to come back. So I look at that and then apply that to relationships, right? If that person and you ended on bad terms, no, unless that person has repented, and tell you, where they were at in life and, they completely changed. If they haven't repented, no. And we see repentance as a change of life. So that change of life will have to be exemplified in front of you. But if it wasn't on bad terms, you can take an ex back. But what I say is that it has to be an energetic match. Again, it has to be an energetic match. If there's not an energetic match, then it's not worth it. And what I say is, when you break up with somebody, when you leave somebody, when that relationship is no longer, you should elevate yourself. You should grow. Your energy and frequency should be on a different level. It shouldn't be where, you once were. That's why I preach that you should take accountability, because when you take accountability for situations, now you're able to see your flaws, you're able to see your holes and your gaps and fill them in and grow. So if you did that and you grow, if an ex comes back and wants to get with you, you can open up that door. But the thing is, they would have had to grow as well. They would have had to take accountability and grow, learn from their mistakes, fill their holes and all these things too. And a lot of times people don't. A lot of times we always say, oh, it was this person, they did this, to take the burden off of us. So that's my theory, is that if they haven't done the work and they're not on an energetic frequency, the same energy, same vibe, then no, you're doing a detriment to yourself, because now you're either going to have to force them to rise, and that's cool if they rise and they're willing to do the work, but a lot of people are not. So the thing is now, are you going to be head over heels for this person if you're not an energetic match? And now are you going to lower yourself in order to be a match with this person? That's the big thing. So should you take an ex back? Every case is different. Some people grow, some people change, some people learn. You might be missing out on a blessing that might have not have been the proper timing at a certain point in time, but now may be. By you just excluding someone out because, they're no longer with you now. So you're going to say, oh no, I can't be with them anymore because I used to be with them. You never know. Sometimes you might have been that catalyst for them to change and to grow and want to learn and do better. So you never know. So should you take an ex back? Every case is different. If somebody has grown, they learn from their mistakes, and they're on the same energy and vibe as you, why not? And if they haven't, then you should already know the answer to that, because you'll be doing yourself a disservice. Let me know how y'all feel about this one. This is Rich. Y'all be safe out there. Love and blessings.